This camp spot is not for everybody. People with the faint of heart, blind people, blind animals, people with dementia, blackout drunks, sleepwalkers, anyone going to ASU between the age of 18 and 25. Just kidding. Zombies, people with their head up their ass. This time on Dirt Road Reset, we're camping on a cliff. So you never know what you're going to find when you're out in the woods. Like a grave that's over 150 years old, for instance. At least he's got strawberries growing next to him. And raspberries. This is called a Moline plant, and they are an invasive species from Asia originally, but they are all over high deserts and higher elevation forests in the southwestern United States. Probably other places too, but it's got a velvet leaf to it, and they're usually much bigger than this one. But also referred to as cowboy toilet paper, for reasons you can guess there. It's so soft. All parts of this plant are edible, believe it or not. The flowers, the leaves, you can eat them in salads, but preferably in tea. You take those buds and the leaves, you boil them and put them in a tea. It's actually quite good. Interesting fact about this plant is that the seeds can sit on the ground for up to 100 years before it actually germinates and becomes a plant. All right. Ooh, don't fall backwards, Chad. Coffee time. I'm about to show you how to make Cowboy Coffee. And the cool thing about Cowboy Coffee is, well, it's one of the oldest forms of making coffee, but not only is it the best cup of coffee you'll ever have in your entire life, but it has the benefit of removing most of the acidity from the coffee, meaning you're not going to get acid reflux or heartburn afterwards. And for a long time, I stopped drinking coffee because of that fact. So I love it this way. I'm going to show you how to do it right now. Bam. About 10 ounces. You want to heat this up to the point where it's right about to boil. Okay, I can tell it's just about to start boiling. So we're going to take the heat off. So you're going to do 2 scoops for each 8 ounces. We've got roughly 10 ounces in there, so I'll do about 2.5. 1, 2, and a little bit more for good measure, no pun intended. Stir that around. Put it back on heat. You're going to let it now go to a rolling boil. But you're going to want to watch it, make sure it doesn't boil over it, or boil over. And you're going to want to do a rolling boil for about 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes. Paying close attention that it doesn't boil over. I'll stir it occasionally. I'll also use the spoon to kind of keep the grounds from the sides of the pot. You're going to want to really manage that boil. This takes effort, but man, it's worth it. Now here's the secret to successful Cowboy Coffee. Cold water. You're going to take this cold water, sprinkle it in, preferably along the sides there to get some of those grounds down. And what'll happen is all the coffee grounds in there are going to sink and stick to the bottom. So when you pour it, you get clean coffee. Look where all those grounds went. Hey guys, I'm glad you're here with me right now and experiencing this awesome place. Got a 3,000 foot cliff. It pretty much surrounds a good 80% of this campsite, and it's a great spot to reset, gather your thoughts, and just unwind. We're in unprecedented times right now, and this is one of the ways I cope with it, and it's a good way to cope with a lot of things, camping. You know, I hope that that's what comes through in these videos, and that I'm able to share that with you. If you're not able to be here with me physically, obviously, that you could at least get something out of these videos that encourages you to go out and experience it for yourself. And if you can't do that, if you have limitations, you're just not able to get out in the woods or nature, again, I hope these videos help. You know, if you or someone you know is suffering from stress, depression, postpartum, addiction, you know, anything that's racking the mind, get them outdoors, go outdoors, and do yourself a favor. And if it's you, get the help you need, the help you deserve, because you're worth it. And so are the ones that love you and care for you, and you owe it to them, and you owe it to yourself first and foremost. You know, I believe that you're here for a reason. I'm here for a reason. And you know, there doesn't have to be religion involved, but I think a big part of soul searching and figuring out your purpose in life and clearing your mind and just overall being a better person is accepting the fact that we're all part of, we're a small part of something very grandiose, you know, and that there is a higher power out there. I honestly believe that. You're pretty badass, and I guarantee you I'm not the only one that thinks that.